All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of Oli Oli Paints. We're gonna just mask one up today. Like I said, we're gonna just mask this job up. Let me show you what the job is. So we have this Kia Stinger. I did some UV primer there and there. But basically I'm gonna just mask. This is our blend panel. I've got a new fender, repair on the bumper, and I'm gonna basically just stick you guys on my head on my GoPro, and we're just gonna go through masking this, how I go about it, different options, and I'm gonna showcase. This is by far my new favorite tape. This is the Orange Premium from Q1. I've honestly been trying all different kinds. I've tried American, I've tried 3M, I've tried everything. And I talked to these guys at SEMA, really checked out all the tapes that they offer, and yeah, pretty much just stocked the shelf with this tape now. Come over here and look at my masking tape cabinet. It's all Q1 now. I've got the Q1 3/4 inch orange, the 1.5, the yellow, green, I mean everything. I pretty much just swapped to this, and I've been extremely happy with it. So anyway, without talking about this too much, let's go ahead and get you on the GoPro and tape that job up. All right, before I even think about masking this, I'm gonna clean it with some alcohol, just to make sure that my panels are all nice and squeaky clean. It's just good practice anyway, you know, because you don't want to have dirty stuff in the booth. So wiping it down with alcohol is kind of that last final step, is always a good idea anyway. And I just keep it in one of these little bleach resistant sprayers. This is 99% alcohol that's not cut with water, nothing, just straight alcohol. I use it for removing glue tabs and then kind of my final cleans here on stuff. It just helps tape to stick where I put it. So if the surface is clean, you know it's going to adhere. Okay, well, okay, now we'll open up these doors and I will clean the inside. Oh my God, look at that grease. Let's not do that. Do this. And I'm gonna clean inside the door jambs just to make sure that everything stays put. All right, everything is clean. I'll clean inside this little lip, just like so. And now we're good, so let's go ahead. I'm gonna start with this rail. We're gonna soft edge that. And for that, I'm gonna use, we got a couple of options. You can use these tape cutters from Collision Edge. You'd basically just pull the tape down, or this is from Fix, made in Germany, and you just literally pull the tape just like this. Pull this down, pull out what I need. Whoops. Just like so. Just start over here. I'm gonna put this folded edge literally right to the edge of where I want it. This acts like a little flap, so it creates a soft edge in this door jamb, so it's not going to hard edge at all. By far the easiest way to do this. Some people really think that like doors need to come off, you need to do a whole unit side, but when we're just painting a rail, that just seems like a complete waste. I could understand if it was like a quarter panel repair, you want to go the whole way, that makes sense, but we are not doing that today. Just like that. I'm also going to put some down here just where I know I'm going to have to spray some sealer. So now basically I call this kind of my hold down piece, because I'm going to put one on the bottom. Ouch. Like this. Whoops, I want to move that tape. But this one's basically going to hold this soft edge in place. Okay. And then we're going to take another piece of tape, and this will be our little flap. Okay, so the idea is when we go to close this door, I can pull this down We've got this nice little gap and soft edge in there. Hope that makes some kind of sense. Do that around this whole rail. I'm telling you, man, this orange tape just freaking sticks. It stays put. It's really nice stuff, and it's not thick. Like 3M yellow is super duper thick. So is American PG. But I like a thinner tape because it just, whoops, mess you up. It just wraps around things better. Like when you're painting kind of awkward parts or taping up stuff that's just weird to tape. This works far nicer than that. And I've made a couple of like social media videos about this stuff, and everybody's looking for it on Amazon. I promise they're working on that. I brought that to their attention. So hopefully soon you're going to be able to get your hands on this stuff through Amazon. Just make everything easier. And when it does become available, I will add that to my link tree, which you can find in the description of this video. All right, so now what I need to do, I'm gonna back tape this rear door, meaning I will put tape on the inside here. This has a little weird gasket, so what I'm gonna do is mask that gasket off first, and then I'll back tape it. Like that. Just to keep overspray off of it, you know. Not trying to clean up a ton of overspray by the end of this. All right. Honestly, taping is one of those things that I do enjoy. Just notice, I think that's a little burn through right there. I have to show my prepper. He's new, so trying to get him trained up not to do that, but it's all right. Can't get mad at him. I've been there, done that. He also burned through down here, but that's all right. The edges, man, these Kias, they don't put a lot of paint on them. Hey, Andrew.
Yeah.
Come here. I just noticed this when I was taping. Look at. That's a little burn through, yeah. Just be real gentle on them edges. Hopefully I'll have this color dialed in after a camera shot, but just be very gentle, especially on this end, because now we're paneling to that quarter when this was just supposed to be a blend. So just be very gentle. Same thing down here. Try not to have that happen. So with your DA, like I showed you, just break it open.
I've been trying to stay away from the edges with the DA.
Yeah, just stay a little bit further away, and I mean you'll get to that point where you're comfortable and you know when to stop. So, but yeah, I just wanted to point those out so that way you've seen them. Because yeah, that one's super duper faint, but I'm definitely gonna have to dust some base just to hide it. But yeah, you're not in trouble. I just want to show you.
The next, I was going to mask off that one door. Do we just want to do a soft line around that bud spot?
Yeah, remember just about that far. So we'll kind of go just.
I already did that part, the sand part.
Okay.
Go and mask it off.
Yep, if you want to mask it off, and then when you are ready to prime that, holler at me and I will come over there. And I'm going to have you spray it, but I'm going to just kind of help you. Yeah, get through it. But yeah, just holler at me when you got it all masked up and ready. I wanted to point that out just so you're through it.
The door was fine with whatever.
Yeah, yep.
I just didn't want to go through these edges on that door.
Yeah, and it happens, man. These Kias, they don't have a ton of paint on them. So you got to be extremely gentle. I mean, you didn't know, so it's not, I'm not upset at all. I just have to point stuff out, you know.
It's the only way a person learns.
Exactly.
Now,
For next time.
Andy, he would have blew up about it, and he would have been throwing things across the shop. The next thing you know, that door would have had more damage.
Yeah.
Kicked it in.
Yeah, we ain't gonna do that. I don't like throwing fits.
But that's what Andy would have done. He was literally kicked in that door because he was pissed off and making more work on it.
Yeah, that's freaking silly, man. I don't do that because it's not worth the drama. You've been killing it anyway, staying on top of everything, so I appreciate it. Just keep doing what you're doing. Like I said, man, we're gonna get to a point where you know exactly what you're doing, and we just move on. You know what I mean? I gotta clean that. But yeah, everything else looks beautiful. And it's weird because like right here, I can't see it.
Yeah, right back here, I can't
Nope,
see it.
can't see it. It's so freaking light.
I can see it.
Yep, so light.
I probably just went over that edge just a little bit too.
Too aggressive. It happens. I've burned through more edges than fucking most people. I started as a prepper too.
Yep.
It's
You gotta start somewhere.
exactly.
If you don't learn something, you
Exactly. Well, once you got that prepping and spraying primer shit dialed in, then it's like, well, let you spray some bumpers and really like learn, you know, because why not? It only benefits everybody in the building if you know how to paint shit too.
Yep.
Because then if I'm sick or something and something has to go, well, they have somebody that can do it.
Exactly.
That's literally, I've been just waiting for that opportunity to find
Between
somebody.
that, I know how to do mud too.
Yeah, yeah.
I've mud and stuff.
Well, and all that, it's like if you want to learn some more, it's like go watch Spencer. You know what I mean? Pick his brain if there's anything that like you need help with. Ask
I'm
Spencer.
just not as fine tuned with my bylines like you guys. probably
Yeah.
Are, you know?
Yeah, that's all right.
Bugs, I mean, it's all one.
Yeah, it's all like a round
Bubble.
shape. Yeah. Yeah.
So you don't got that sharp body edge.
Yep. Yeah, and like when we go to prime that and prep it, I'll show you kind of the tricks. Because there definitely is some tricks with that.
I mean, I've watched videos over the years of some people doing it. It's like, I guess I know what to do if I get in that situation.
Yeah. Well, I'm watching videos and like just paying attention is good because then it keeps you open to doing something different, you know?
Yeah, and I'm always open-minded.
Yeah.
A different way of doing something or doing it different.
Well, there's a million ways to do it. Like for right now, it's like as far as prep goes, like I want you to just mimic the way I show you how to do it.
Yep.
And then,
Fine tune.
yeah, well, I always say like, you know, mimic it and then you can modify it. If you can't mimic it, don't be like trying to do it on your own.
Yeah.
But if you can copy how I'm doing it and then you find something that works better for you or you like it a certain way, but you get to the same result,
Yep.
by any means, you know, keep pushing forward. But it's like at first, I just want you to copy how I do it.
Yeah.
So that way I know you know what the end goal is.
Yep.
Because then it's, if you want to use a certain pad or a certain technique, it's fine. You get to the same place, so I can't complain about it, you know?
Different sandpapers do different things. Different
Yeah. Well, and that's exactly it. It's like you're going to find little things you like to prep differently than I do, and I'm perfectly okay with that. As long as when I paint it, it all looks good, that's what matters. God damn it.
And that smooth texture is what you're looking for.
Yep. Yeah, just I want it to be all even and uniform. If you can do that, you're good. Ooh. Did you forget your headphones today?
No, I got one in.
Oh, okay. Okay, I was just making sure. I didn't want you to be bored out of your gourd over there.
I'm never really bored because I got my voices in my own head.
You got your own friends?
Yep.
Built-in best friends, I feel you. All right, so that was my new prepper, Andy. And I'm sure you guys could tell he's a really, really nice guy. He came from a restoration shop, well, kind of. I mean, they specialized in Volkswagens, Beetles and buses and Volkswagen things and buggies and anything classic Volkswagen. And yeah, he needed a job and we gave him a shot, and well, he's been killing it for me. I mean, he prepped all of this stuff up, and yeah, I mean, he's still new to the collision side, so burn throughs and things like that, now he knows what to look for. And as you guys seen, it's like I'm not upset, so I make sure he knows that I'm not upset. It's just for the next time he goes to do a blend panel, just pay attention, you know. And he's got a gray Audi over there right now that is basically the same process. So now he's gonna be hyper aware, which is a good thing. I don't know if you guys could see, but I just back taped the inside of this door. Not a lot of paint is gonna get through there, but what it does. I just want to make sure I block it from getting into the jam. Same thing here. I'm just going on the back side of this door with paper. It's just 6-inch paper, nothing crazy. And we'll back tape the bottom edge like so. Just like that. This rocker's gonna get in the way. Yep. Get in there. There we go. Okay. So now when you close the door, these two pieces of paper will kind of sandwich like that. Keeps all the stuff out of the jams. Got a nice outline going on here. And I was just back taping here in this little window channel because my plastic will cover these windows. But yeah, it's always fun teaching people how to do this stuff. The hard part is finding ones that like actually want to learn and want to improve and don't get offended when you show them things that they may or may not have done wrong. Andy's a pretty good sport though. He doesn't take offense, understands that he's working for the painter, you know. When you're a prepper, your number one goal is to do it how your painter wants it done. When I started out, that was literally the same thing. You just have to listen to your painter. My painter, Sergio, was awesome. Very patient and just an awesome guy. So shout out to Sergio. He taught me a lot about this stuff. Taught me how to tape like this and gave me a career. I'm hoping I can do that for Andy, is get him up to speed and really give him a shot, because I don't think he's been given a fair shot. All right, I'm trying to, well, a little bit too far here. There we go. Sometimes you gotta rip it off and try a different way. Mask up this little molding here, like so. Okay. And I know, guys, in some of these videos I kind of just ramble, and I apologize, but I've had some people complain about it, some people enjoy kind of my thoughts as I'm working, so I figure I might as well just throw it out there and see what happens. Back tape all this stuff. Some of these get tricky because there's like a rubber gasket here that I'm trying to make sure I have taped up. But it's that precision masking, you know what I'm saying? Stay. Boom, just like that. Yeah. Just about ready to pull plastic over this thing. But before I do that, I am going to buff a spot on the hood, take a camera reading, and probably make a spray out, because I've never sprayed this color. This is like a pretty coarse metallic gray, and I want to make sure that it looks right, because of course the insurance doesn't want to blend the hood. Perfect world, we'd blend every which way. I know. I don't write the estimates, I just paint them. I think that's what people get misunderstood. I mean, I could go in there and argue about blend panels, but at the end of the day, doesn't look right, well, guess what? They're gonna have to blend it. Should have been written correctly in the first place, but I don't have any control over that, unfortunately. Okay, so, all right, so I went ahead, polished the spot, took a camera shot, so now I have a color direction. And now we are ready to just go ahead and pull plastic over this, which is hiding back here. And I pretty much just purchase 20-foot plastic all the time. Reason being is it covers trucks, it covers cars. It is a little big on cars, but I don't find a use for 16 as often as I do for 20. So they also make 12-foot plastic, which I don't understand because that doesn't really cover anything. Yeah, I buy 20-foot, and that's pretty much the only one I use. And we just go with this Fast Line. This is like Sherwin's kind of value brand, and seems to work all right. I have used like Norton blue plastic in the past, and it works fantastic. The 3M one works good. Whatever one you can get your hands on. They do have a side that you're supposed to paint and a side that you're not supposed to. So pay attention to that. It'll say paint this side. Because if you paint the wrong side, the paint just flakes off and ends up in your work, and it's not fun. I don't know if, yeah, you can't even read it on here, but I promise it says paint this side. It's all stretched out before I try to get it on the actual repairs. I also like to cover the opposite side first, and then I'll pull the repair side or the refinish side. Jesus. All right. It's all opened up. All right. And I like to kind of float it to let go everything out of the way. And you pull it down. See how it just lays down nice? Now that's what you want. I got this box out of my way. And then I'll grab both ends. Just like this. Both ends of that plastic, and kind of just start twisting. Gather it all. Twist it like that. Tape it. And then tuck it under. Okay, and I'll do the same thing at the front. All I've got to do here is just like that. Grab all the ends. Twist it tight. Okay. Tuck it under. And then you can worry about sticking it, which I'll pull it tight and kind of just stick it down like so. Okay. Just like that. And then we're going to take our razor and just cut everything out. I'm not really pushing, just allowing the blade to kind of cut through. Some guys like to use like looks like a letter opener, and those work. I just like a single edge blade myself. I even see guys pull plastic and then tape it to the car. I can't get down with that, but you know, different strokes for different folks, however they want to do it. If they get the same result, it works. Okay. Make sure this gets all cut out nice. Right. Okay, just like that. And then we're going to pull all this excess off of where we're going to refinish. Something like that. Bam. All right, so now we gotta tape it all down. Don't forget this step. Don't rely on this back tape to hold this stuff on, because it's not going to work, I promise you. This big strip here. Bam. I've seen a video of the gunman's a long time ago, and he was talking about taping. It was a masking video, but he said something about trying to use one continuous piece of tape on these long runs like that. It just holds down better. And I remembered that from, I'd bet you that's 10 years ago when I seen that video. I don't know if the gunman watches my stuff, but if he does and he hears me talk about this, he'll probably know what I'm talking about or what I'm saying, because I've watched a ton of his content and learned a lot from him. And he's a pretty rad dude, so. Almost out on my tape roll, so I'm gonna have to go grab another one. Just a minute. Yep, there we are. Go grab another roll of tape to finish this up. I'm almost out. Hopefully my shipment shows up soon, because I've got 2-inch coming. I have like 3 boxes of this, some foam tape, all kinds of goodies, you know what I'm saying? But of course it's on its way. So nice and tight, like so. This rocker. Okay. I am gonna put a piece of paper on that back door to protect it from sealer, because I'm gonna seal this front door, but I ain't gonna bore you guys with that. You guys get the gist. Figured I would just show you how I go about taping these. I feel like guys just get confused, and there's a million ways to do this, but the way I tape this is pretty much how I tape every single job like this, from sandwiching the paper to the soft edge. So this works excellent for me. Almost done. I also seen a masking video the other day where a guy was taping up door holes. He did it in such a goofy way. I'll show you the easiest way to fill these holes. Bunch of tape and just start balling it up. Shove it in there. Just like that. That'll block all the overspray. Literally just shove that shit in there. Literally just shove that stuff in there like that. I also don't like to paint bolts, so I'll wrap a bit of masking tape around these and protects it. Yeah, he was like taping to where there was a hard line around the door handle, like inside here. I just thought that was kind of silly, especially because it took way more effort than just balling up tape and shoving it in the hole. Okay. Same thing, there's a bolt, so do that. All right, guys, and that is completely taped up, ready to, like I said, I'm gonna tape up this back door since it's just a blend panel. Tape up the back door, I'll seal this whole door, seal those 2 spots, and then blend my base coat out. But if you guys enjoyed that video, please let me know in the comment section. I know I kind of rambled a little bit in that one. I probably have a mark on my forehead from my GoPro being on my head, but anyway, if you guys like what you've seen, let me know. Hit like on this video. It just helps push this out in the algorithm. For tools and products and things like that, you can find a lot of those in the description down below in my link tree. This, I forgot to mention, this is my tape caddy and tape thing combo. This just basically sits in my pocket, keeps my tape on me, also holds a razor blade. I've plugged these guys a million times because I use this every single day. keeps tape clean, ends up being cleaner masking, cleaner paint jobs. You get the idea. But yeah, I think this one came out pretty dang nice. Nice and tight. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the booth on and get this job rolling. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Thank you for hanging out with me. And yeah, until next time, see y'all later.